Okay, welcome back to another video, everyone. Today is gonna be a totally different video. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one though. I may get a lawsuit for this, but I don't give a shit. I can tell you that much. So as you know, most of you know right now, I was, quotes, was working for Darkstar Games. Well, I'm not anymore. I worked for them in the past, and well, they said they changed, but they didn't. To be honest, it got worse. So right off the bat, let me instantly say, do never go to work for Darkstar Games. And if this video is getting flagged and taken down, don't worry, I'll put it back up. That's fine, I'll put it back up. And otherwise, I'll post it on different places they maybe not know. No worries. If I sound a little bit pissed off, I am. And that is why I want to do it right now, because you get the real feeling, the real reaction. And yeah, I don't give a fucking shit on what they think. So let me explain what happened. So I was a level/VFX designer at Darkstar Games, right? I work for them. I have fun in the beginning. At a certain point, the CEO was starting to do some weird shit, saying some weird shit. And at certain points, I was like, hold on, doing stuff like this. And I can confirm I have more game development experience than this CEO. He has none. None. He was a marketing agent for something. And what not even was game related at all. I think something with cars or whatever. So yeah. I am a game developer for 10 years. And people who know me know this. People who are in my Discord know this. So there were some things that were there that could be better, right? So, well, I did that, right? I came with ideas like, I don't know. For example, a simple one was modular assets. If you build a big world, you want modular assets to speed up your development. So keep in mind, this game should already have been released in 2020, right? They are partnered with PlayStation. Don't ask me how at all. And so I expected to get there and see a lot of progress done, right? I worked there as a web developer in 2019. And then the 2020 was already release date. So I was like, oh, well, there should be a lot of shit done. None. Not enough was none. Well, I wouldn't say none, but at least in my department where I was for level design, almost nothing. I even had to start on the tutorial level. So that was already a huge surprise. So I was like, fine, it's okay, right? There were some reasons so that were valid, and we're like, okay, yeah, engine swap, that shit. So okay, fine, I'll take it. So I'll start over. I don't mind. Then I was like, oh yeah, well, to speed up this development stuff, why not make modular sets? It's the best way to go because you can rapidly build stuff, speeds up the development, and every company that I know does this. AAA companies use this. Every fucking company uses that is in game development. Movie studios use this. And he disagreed with me. Again, he doesn't know what he was talking about, but it's fine. But he disagreed with me. This was not the way that they had more people that work with AAA companies. I really want to know who, and talk to them. So if you watch this video and you're like, hey, hold on, maybe he's talking about me, Discord links down in the description. Maybe we can make a follow-up on this one. So yeah. So he disagreed. Fine. So I checked my lead engineer, and he also knows a fuck ton of level design and all the stuff that goes to it. Probably the two most experienced people on that freaking whole team in that department. And at the moment he said, well, hey, I'm sad to say, but he is right. But this is how it works. At that point, he was like, oh, shit. Okay, then in this case, we're going to do it. You see what I'm going right there? Already wrong. It's like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Then, fine. It worked great and fine and worked perfectly good. And then so I'm an Unreal Engine developer, right? I love level design. It's my passion. Again, you people know me. You people are on my Discord. You know it. It's my passion. I love doing it. I can do it 24/7. I love it. But I went into Unreal Engine, and because Unreal Engine is the most fucked up, shitty engine I have ever worked with in my entire life, that cannot even handle a normal landscape from 500. Remember this, 500 by 650. Right. And I was like, yeah, well, there are some ways around this, all this shit, but I was already done. I didn't like it. I didn't like level designing in Unity. And my head engineer was like, well, hey, do you know anything about VFX? Yeah, of course. And because Unity had the same VFX now has, let me say this, it didn't have it, but it now has the shader stuff for VFX to make it better. So it's what they did, the same as Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine has, if you make a material, the shader for VFX is inside the material editor. So you make your material and the VFX in the same stuff. Not particle related, by the way, but everything material related. So animated materials, all that kind of stuff. In Unreal Engine, it's all one. And the only difference in Unity, it's they still have the material separate, right? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I already have experience with that. So why not? And at a certain point, I was like, you know what? I don't like developing anymore, and I don't want Unity to destroy my passion. Hey, fair point. They agreed with me, right? So yeah, they understand. Like, well, yeah, we can understand that this is making you not want to do that anymore. And my lead engineer was also like, yeah, well, I get it. I understand 100%. I can't blame you. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go over to VFX, and I'm gonna do that instead. But because I did VFX and I had a little bit more time on my hands, I'm also like, hey, and I have experience in web design, so I just updated the web design, added functions to it, and all that stuff, right? I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I'm kind of interested on how much it's gonna change now. But and I also like, hey, I also have experience in video editing. So they used to do dev diaries. They didn't do it for a year. And at first they were like, well, yeah, that's because the one that did it left. Okay, well, that's fine. But on the other hand, they didn't have much to show on dev diaries anyway. So I was like, you know what? Because we have a lot of stuff going on now. I mean, I'm happy to take it over. So those are 3 small jobs that I can easily connect together, right? Well, so we had a meeting today. Sundays, standard times. We had a meeting today. So he asked me if I had anything pull in. Yeah. And I'm like, well, for people who do not know, I talked about with multiple peoples, and I am stopping level design for this reason, right? For this reason, I'm stopping level design because, well, I'm going over to doing this, and this. What I just explained, right? Right. Well, here he comes. Then the CEO drops in. And he's like, I forgot to record that's the only thing I forgot to record, but that's fine. I have a whole fuck ton to show. I will probably post here in the corner so you can read it. Again, I expect a lawsuit, but I don't give a shit. I have a better lawyer. And I can tell you, they have nothing to go on. Nothing. So it would be here somewhere if I posted there. So he came in and he was like, well, so first you get everyone to work on this modular pieces design. Remember, he didn't believe me that everyone worked like that because, well, they had multiple ex-AAA companies, people that work for them, right? And they all did not work like that. Right? Well, I can actually show you that even and I will post it here too, my lead engineer says exactly what I said. Well, yes, this is how it works, my man. And yes, he doesn't know anything about this kind of thing. So at the moment he jumped in, he was like, right? And this was not in the meeting, but at the moment he jumped in, just to remember you from, hey, yeah, Erasmus he's correct. This is how it works. This is how every game company works. This is how it works in video or movie industries, and they all use this. Then he agreed. Remember that? And now he's like accusing me from, hey, first of all, you're gonna drop everyone, a couple of our designers you have. Really? Hold. Unpaid, right? We worked unpaid, so he has no fucking reason to even complain. Because we are all 50, 60 developers are working our asses off for free. Right? For free. Okay, just get that in your, right? For free. So he already has nothing to complain about. If it comes to that. But, right? So it was me. So I was rageous. I was pissed. And I was like, yeah, well, this is exactly the reason I don't like you or I hate you. That is how I say it. I don't give a shit. I have nothing to hide. If you don't like how I am, fuck you, right? This is me. This is me being pissed. Can be a little bit worse, but I'm dialing it down. I'm trying to hold myself in because right? And then he was like, yeah, we have multiple people complaining about how I have autism, ADHD, PD, I don't know how to explain that in English, right? I will type them here. All I have. They know it. So if I come out of the corner a little bit different than a normal person would, right? So, well, if then someone comes with a complaint to a CEO, right? So for example, right? I respond something in the chat or react to something. First, my native language is Dutch, not German, just to be sure. A lot of people seem to confuse those two. So not German, Dutch. My native language is not English. Right? It's not English. Plus all the other stuff that comes on the list. So for me, it's already really hard to communicate in Dutch sometimes than to get it over the right way. But it's even harder for me to do it the right way in English. I already have to calculate, okay, how I'm going to say this in English. Speaking is easier for me than typing it, right? It's also, by the way, something I said multiple times. Hey, maybe we need to get this to the meeting because then I can explain it better than I do it in formidably way of however you say that, right? You get what I mean? Couple of times we did that and it picked out right. It came out right. Nothing wrong. So sometimes I can get over different. Even though I don't meant it that way, but for someone, I can understand that it comes over the wrong way. So if then someone comes to the CEO and says, hey, keep in mind the CEO knows about this problem. My head engineer, so the one that goes over me, knows this problem. The CFO knows this issue. The CFO, to be honest, has the same thing. My lead engineer, he has a son that has the same as me, so they know the best how it is, right? Okay. So yeah, I lost totally where I was, but that is totally fine. It's gonna be a kind of raw video. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna edit too much because I wanted to get this out as fast as I can. So yeah, okay, yeah, here's what it was. So if there's someone from the company comes to you like, hey, he responded this and I kind of found it offensive in any way or shape or form, it doesn't matter how. As a CEO, and if there is anyone here that has a lead over a company or whatever, please comment down below if you think I'm right or wrong here. So, you know what? I will not put the proof up here right now. If you guys want the proof of all kinds of conversations, so I can actually make my claim hard, please let me know down in the comments too, because I love to kick their fucking asses. Again, if they go with a lawsuit for whatever reason, because they think, one of them thinks I broke the NDA, no I didn't. I just shot an open question, a general question, to someone I know, right? And I'm like, hey, this and this is being said. No names, no companies, nothing. Except now, so now they can, and I don't give a shit. I'm happy to fight them. I don't give a damn. I'm happy to show them wrong, because they know they are. And I'm like, well, is this fair? Right? Is this fair for them to say? And so let me kind of tell me exactly what is said here. Like I said again, I will not for now. If you want, I will put it on screen. For now, I won't. So normally, as a CEO, you come to the person and like, hey, I got this complaint about this guy, you know, and he's like, hey, and then I can be like, oh, but this is not how I meant it, right? This is how I meant it, and I'm happy to talk to him and get this misunderstanding out of the way. Hey, that's how it works. But if a CEO gets complaints and he is just like, okay, well, I got a complaint, I read it, oh, well, yeah, well, no, nice. I hold it in the back pocket just in case I need it. Yeah, that's not how it fucking works. And you're a CEO? Yeah, CEO my ass. That's what you are. So what is being said here? So I also told them to like, well, hey, why did you not come to me? Plus, why did you not come to me after the meeting? Because there was someone after the meeting that complained about the way I said things over there. Hey, I said I hated him, so what? I do. You want me to lie? No. If you want me to adjust myself because it's in a company environment, think of Flakbot. No, I won't. I will say myself, if you can't handle that, fuck you. But then at least be honest. I'm an honest person. I say exactly what I think about you, and I don't give a shit. Will it get me in trouble? Probably. Did it more than once, more than twice, more than 100 times. I don't care. Should I care? Because you made a fucking mistake and I kick your ass for it? No. It's my full right to give you, like, hey man, you're doing wrong. And if you then disrespect me, well, you got it back, right? It's easy as that. I don't give a shit. So, there was someone after the meeting, so I will not really calculate that one with it because he didn't really have the time with it, because right after the meeting I messaged him for false accusing me about that dropping and all that shit, you know? It's kind of bullshit what he said there, but okay. Let me have a look here. Yeah, and I was also like, hey, and why does anyone I have to deal with understand my decision? So everyone that I deal with, my head engineer, everyone that I have to listen to, I have nothing to do with all the other departments. Yeah, maybe. The art department, if I have to send them over a list for assets, like the modular stuff. But other than that, I have nothing to do with them. All I have to listen to normally is the CEO and the engineer. Those are the people that are above that go over me. That is where I need to listen to. So, and if they are like, hey man, right? So those are the people that I ask. Like, hey, is this true? How do you think about it? Right? And then it was like, well, oh yeah, including him, by the way. And this is what I said here. And why does everyone I have to deal with understand my decision, including you, before now? Before I explained him too, like, hey, this is the reason why I'm going to stop with level design. He's like, yeah, I understand it. I understand it. And now, because we're in a meeting and it's not a one-on-one private message, he's trying to be the big guy. Well, definitely not. Because you screw with the wrong dude. Because I am not some of your little dwarf slaves that is just doing everything you fucking say to him. No. I tell you when you're wrong. I don't give a shit what you think about that. So, and then we get this. They did not come to you because they're quite honestly scared of you. Fine. Okay, I don't give a shit if that's the case. But it's kind of funny. I still try to find a message for where that is. Fine. Most of the time I'm just like, well, yeah, no, I don't agree with this. This is how it should be. Does that make you scared? Does it make you scared like if I say I hate you? That's the only message he was able to send me, by the way. Just FYI. It's the only freaking message after the meeting he sent at me. Where he was like, well, look at this guy. He has an issue. One, that was after the meeting. That's the two. That's the only fucking message I got. And three, I don't know. Seems to be people are really scared if you tell someone that he is wrong and that I hate him. Oh boy. How many people hate me? I'm not scared. Why should I be scared if someone tells me I hate you? Doesn't make any fucking sense, right? No, that's what there you go. So that's exactly what he said, right? So let's now go over to the I asked someone, I'm not gonna say anything. I asked someone and then they gave me a message back. Because I dropped this situation. Again, I did not break an NDA because it was an open question. Remember, it was an open question. It could have been anyone that was going with this issue, right? They had no idea what it was about. There was no, well, of course, the message was like, oh, well, this is an issue. But it's not like they knew where it came from or what the issue was or whatever. Just that one line. And here you go. Volatile and scared of you. They should not work there then. If they make a mistake, they should be confronted. And by the way, this is not a developer, right? Okay, just letting you know, FYI. They should be confronted. And not be patient is asking for more mistakes in the future. You learn from your mistakes. If they are confronted, I rather be confronted if I make a mistake now than being told that, that you will work. That work you did 2 weeks ago, you have to do it all over again. Yeah, this was a big issue. And this is right. So this is a friend I'm talking to. He also has a little bit more experience probably than the CEO. In all this case, he could be the CEO. He could be the better the CEO of this whole fucking company. It's kind of funny. He even says the CEO has no clue what he's talking about. You know, indeed. So I expect a lot of backfire on this video, but I do not give a shit. It's a 25-minute long video already. And again, like I said, I did not post any pictures or whatever on it. If you want a dedicated video on these things, let me know, because I am happily going to make them. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Will this backfire? Probably. Do I care? No. Why do I not care? Because people like this need to be stopped. This is bullshit. 60 people are working for free. Not a penny paid. If there is any resource you need for your work, expect to pull your own wallet. Hey, that's how it is. I'm not turning around. I'm not walking around the facts like they do. I'm not. Now, let me be clear. I do not have an issue with every single person there. No, not at all. Far from. But this guy is definitely one I have a problem with. And I thought I had a good relationship with another guy, but he also started to be an ass. So, yeah. He got blocked. Fine. I left the company. I have want nothing to do with them after this. Only then these videos. If there is something coming up after the fact, oh, I bet you I'm gonna share it. They did this to me 2 years ago. I think, what is it, 22? 4 years. So in 2019, they did the same exact kind of thing. Yeah. So I left there back then and I commented on their video. There was someone asking, hey, blah, blah, blah. So I explained, okay, well, this is why I left. I explained the truth on why I left. Because they were just messy. I was back then a web developer for them, right? And I had to go through a Facebook Messenger chat where at that time more people keep in mind 2019 I worked there were like 100, 200, maybe even 400 people working there. There are 50, 60 left. Why do you think these people leave? Because it's so good over there? No, man. I even had a ex-employee. And again, if you want this, I can actually pull this whole message up. I can even try and see if I can get this ex-employee in a Discord call. Let me know if you want this. Because I have talked with an ex-employee that had the same fucking complaints that I have right now. And again, I can prove it. They have no leg to stand on. And I will definitely call my lawyer first thing tomorrow. Because I'm preparing for a fight. Because I know it's coming. But the bad thing for them, I have more space and shit in my back pocket than they have. I recorded every single message. Recorded. Right? I got some screenshots. I recorded. Right? I got so many different sources that can confirm my story. Ex-employees. Yeah. So back to the Facebook thing, I had to go to 400 messages because I was like, hey, you want me to remake the website? Fine. I'll do that. That's fine. But so we had a company email. So I was like, okay, well, can you then at least send me all the information, like storylines or paragraphs you need, or pictures or videos, to my company email, so I have it all in one place, right? all in one place so I can easily access them and put them up there. Right? You know the answer? What answer would you think I was getting with a normal company? With a normal company, you get an answer like, yeah, sure. I'll get it to you as soon as I can. Right? That's how it works. No. Instead, I got this. It is already here in the Facebook chat. Remember, there were like hundreds of people at that time typing there 24/7. Right? So they expected me to scroll through the entire chat to find specific pieces I needed to rebuild the website, to put on the website. Are you fucking kidding me? So I said this. I'm like, hey man, this is not how it works. You cannot expect an employee to scroll through a Facebook message chat with hundreds of people chatting the entire fucking day to find a stupid piece that they need to put on a website. And I was kind of expecting, I mean, I did say it in a different way, of course, back then, but, right? So I was expecting like, hey, yeah, well, yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do it that way. Fine. Because I know they just fired up in 2019, but we did have the company email, so that was not a complaint because I had to get 400, and this is why I know there are so many people there. I had to recover 400 email addresses because their previous web developer fucked it up. He lost all emails, all, even from the owner. He lost everything, and I had to put it back. So I was working the entire fucking night to get it back. So yeah, that is how I know. And I was kind of expecting, yeah, well, okay, yeah, well, you know what? Then let's do it this way instead. Then sounds like a good idea. No. No, forget that. The only answer I got was this is how we work. You can't deal with it. Not my problem. Fine. See ya. Have a nice day. And that is where it started. And then I was like, well, maybe over all those years they changed and got better. Yeah, in the first place it got better, so that is also why I came back. In my interview, I also explained this entire problem, why I left, because this was a new guy, right? This was a new guy. So I already was like, well, this is why I left. Are you sure this changed? Because otherwise I will not come back. And he was like, yeah. Well, this is all changed. It's way better. So I was like, okay. Fine, I'll come back. And it was great in the beginning. Until I was 3 weeks in. That is where the shit started. And I can promise you it's not over yet. Not even close. But hey, man. Come and get it. I'm ready. I'm ready for a fight. And I don't give a shit. So guys, Darkstar Games. Do not go and see with them. I know they're a PlayStation partner. Don't know how to pull it off. I know they have connections with Ubisoft coming up. Well, man. Stop. I think the only way to get this company, because the idea is amazing. I love the idea, but this quotes fake CEO that has no idea about game development again, and I can prove it. And it's not only me saying this, and I showed him that, but he didn't get a response. He didn't give a response to that. No, why not? Because, well, that was a response you actually had face to face with the truth that I'm not the only one saying this. So yeah, I wouldn't respond because, well, I have nothing to defend on that, you know? That's how he is. He only responds to the stuff that he thinks he can defend or has a better point. Well, most of the time it's just bullcrap, horse shit, how I literally said it. I'm getting a fucking dry mouth, so I'll try to wrap it up as fast as possible. But, yeah. I think the only way to save this company from the downfall and even more hate is kick out that fucking CEO. I hope the owner also looks at this. Please kick out this damn CEO. And if the owner wants to, if you're watching, I'm not telling names, you know who I'm talking about. So if you are watching this, for some reason someone sent it to you. If you are watching this, please contact me on Facebook. You know where to find me. And I'd love to talk with you about this. Because this guy is killing your company, man. This CEO is killing your company, and I'm not the only one saying it. And again, if you all want the proof, I have it. I have the proof. And I can literally see if I can get the ex-employee on stage to talk about this too, because he had the exact same fucking issue that I have with the CEO. And this guy also left the company because of this. So they can throw all shit around to me that I am the boogeyman, even though he is the fucking boogeyman. So guys, I'm gonna grab a drink because my mouse is almost, I can almost smash my screen in the middle. But I really had to get this out of there. If you have any questions whatsoever, go down in the description, grab yourself that fucking Discord link, enjoy it. Join it. And everyone that I know from the company that joins the Discord, and I know it's no good, you're getting instant ban. Don't worry about it. My moderators and admins are on a high alert. Because they know this video is coming. The company knows this video is coming because I told them. So my admins are on high alert. So don't expect, they know who it is and they kick you right out. No questions asked. You're getting booted. Not kicked, you're getting banned. So, let me warn. And by the way, if you do, you're also getting reported to Discord. Just letting you know that. Now, I know they're gonna flag this video. I'm gonna fight it. And if needed, I'm gonna re-upload it. Because they're not gonna win. This has to be out there. This is like a 40-minute video. Boy, Dom. I wish I was... I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna instantly just hit stop and bam, right upload it. But yeah, once again, if you have any questions about this, or you are someone looking from the company and like, hey man, you know, this guy may be right. Also, my moderators will be on high alert on YouTube too. So every comment out of the question is getting removed. That person is getting banned on YouTube too. So they are high alert everywhere. Keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. They are high alert everywhere. If you're a fair one and you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. If you are an ex-employee from Darkstar Games and you're like, hey man, this guy has the same fucking issue, but this guy actually has the balls to do something about it, to tell the story, and not giving a shit about the rest that may become, because I don't. Don't be afraid to join my Discord too, man. You will be anonymous. If there is anything coming up, we can discuss. You will be anonymous if you want to. But if you want to be on the stage and let your voice heard, we can make that happen too. I hope this doesn't turn into a big ass series on my YouTube channel. But on the other hand, I do. Because that means that people are actually paying attention to the video and want to know more, or want to know more. And this one probably will, I hope, because this is a game company and I love the idea they're doing. The idea is great. There are really talented developers on there, and I really hope they are able to get a paid job anywhere else soon. There are some that I'm like, okay, if you now fucking apply by another game, you're gonna get it right away. I know 2 of them already. So this is, I hope they're doing this, man. And otherwise, yeah, if the owner watches, man, contact me on Facebook or everywhere. You have my email. Email me. I don't give a shit. But yeah, this guy is tearing the company apart. And once again, I can prove it that I'm not the only one, and that multiple people left because of this. So, with that being said, guys, we are jobless, but I don't care. I mean, yeah, I don't care. I mean, if this is what it took to expose a company, I'd rather go through this than I have to let you go through this. It's easy as that. If I can prevent other people from the pain and mental suffering they're gonna cause you, because they will, and some of them, I don't know, man. It's weird. Some of them, one day they agree with you, and the other day it's like, oh man, this side is better, right? So let's switch sides. Like you're back at school at a gym class, like, hey, make 2 teams for football. Hey, hold on, this side is better in this fucking game. Let me see if I can swap over to that team, because then I know I win. You know, those people are the two. Again, I'm not calling any names. The only name I'm calling is Darkstar Games. Sucks. Now, let me rephrase. Darkstar Game is good, except the CEO sucks. There you go. So, yeah, guys. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed. This video will be uploaded instantly. No editing. Be one, guys. Once again, you know what to do. If you want to know more, you know where to be. You can also comment on the video. You can pull the Discord link. Grab it there. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that some people of you are watching this and like, oh man, yeah, maybe I even hope that some of the company are here looking and like, yeah, okay, well, maybe he isn't that wrong, right? Maybe he's right. Maybe I need to reconsider my actions, because some of them have to, and one of them already did, without me having to make this video in the first place. So that's good. But yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one. Peace out.